Hey guys, Mr. Wells here. Let's go ahead and I'm going to pick up where she kind of left off on the teaching, and we're going to start here with number 7 on page 416. Bernice's rectangular math book is 2/3 foot wide and 5/6 foot long. What is the area of the page of her workbook? Show your work. So remember, area for us, area is going to be length times width. So here, again, it doesn't matter. They do give us a width and a length. So area is going to be 2/3 times 5/6. So area will be 10/18. Now, if you do want to model that, I will go ahead and model it for you. So this side I'm going to have, let's see, 5/6, and this side I'll have 2/3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2. So I would color in 5 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I would color in 2 of these. 1, 2. Now I would have to figure out this right here is my square where both of them are. So it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 out of 18. So my answer would still be 10/18. And don't forget, foot squared. And I did forget over here, feet squared. Let's go ahead and move on to number 8. Now on number 8, I'm not necessarily too worried about us showing the modeling here, but I am worried about us understanding that we would need more than one full square or one whole square, more than one whole square to show this. I am just going to go ahead and do area equals length times width. Area equals 4/5 times 7/5. So area is going to equal 28/25 miles squared. Final answer there. Again, the modeling here gets a little tricky, and it's something that we're not really going to encounter a lot. So I just want to make sure that we at least have the area. And number 9, John's rectangular poster is 7/4 yards in length and 2/3 yards in width. What is the area? Well, that one should be a pretty easy one for us. Area equals 7/4 times 2/3. Area is going to equal 14/12, and that would be yards squared. So 14/12 would be B. All right, I'm going to work through the next couple problems with you guys. What I want you to do, we're moving on to 417 and 418 here. On 417, how many 1/2 yard lengths are in 1 yard? So remember, this is going to be 1 square yard here. So what I'm outlining is going to be 1 square yard. It says how many 1/2 yard lengths are in there? Well, it tells us. How many 1/3 yard lengths? And I did do this one wrong. That is 1 square yard right there. All right, so how many 1/2 yard, how many 1/3 yard? Draw a line around the part of the model from the example that represents 1 square yard. I've already done that for you. Okay, let's move on. We'll go to the next page. You're going to do number 4 and 5. So Dana has a rectangular strawberry patch in her garden. Its border is 7/8 yards wide, 3/2 yards long. Use a visual model to find the area of Dana's strawberry patch, then write an equation to describe your model. All I need you guys to do here is solve the problem using an equation. That's it. No models. Solve the problem using an equation. And number 5, Dana is planting the second rectangular strawberry patch and wants it to have an area of exactly 1 square yard. Which of the following could be the width and the length of its borders? Now remember, guys, when we're talking about 1 square yard, 1 talking about fractions. If I have a denominator of 10, my numerator has to be 10. So what we are looking for here out of these dimensions is 2 fractions, or 2 fractions that we multiply together that give us something similar to this, where the numerator and the denominator are going to be equal to 1. That would equal 1 square yard for us. All right, guys, go ahead and do 1 through 5. Come back to the video and we will check your answers. All right, so let's go over the answers here to 1 through 5. How many 1/2 yard lengths are in 1 yard? Well, they give us the answer here because we have 1/2, we have 2 halves, so this would be 2 over 2, so we have 2 halves here. How many thirds? Well, thirds equals 3, so there would be 3. I've already drawn my square here around. So let's look at this. Does 4/6 square yard cover more or less than 1 square yard? Well, let's think about it. How many boxes? I have 6 boxes in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The area, the shaded area that we did has 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So what they're asking us is, will that 4 fit into these 6 boxes or will it be more? If it does fit in, it's going to be less. So let me go ahead and fill in this one. So let's say we're forgetting this one. We're going to shade this one in to replace it. So I have not filled up my whole square, so this one would be less. All right, Dana has a rectangular strawberry patch in her garden. Its border is 7/8, 3/2. This is not up to scale, but we are finding area. So use a visual model, and we're not using a visual model. We are just solving. And I'm going to go ahead and label here. All right, so we're going to go area equals 7/8 times 3/2. So area is going to equal 21 over 16 yards square. And that would be my answer for number 4. And lastly, number 5, and we're going to skip number 6. Dana is planting a second rectangular strawberry patch and wants it to have an area of exactly 1 square yard. Which of the following could be the width and the length of its borders? So remember, we are trying to find 2 fractions that we can multiply together to give us exactly 1. And exactly 1 in a fraction means the denominator and the numerator are the same. So 10 over 10 down here would equal 1. That's what we are looking for. So this one would be pretty easy. So I'm going to do 1 times 3 is 3, and 2 times 2 is 4. So A is not 1. 2 times 3 is 6. 3 times 2, 6. So B would be a correct answer. 4 times 5 is 20. 5 times 4, 20. C is going to be a correct answer. 2 times 6 is 12. 3 times 4 is 12. So D will be a correct answer. 3 times 12 is 36. 4 times 8 is 32. And so my correct answers here are going to be B, C, and D. All right, guys, that is all that I have for you today. Make sure you have a pretty good understanding of this. We will have a comprehension check soon. Also, make sure you get the rest of your work done and all of your teacher assigned lessons. I will see you guys soon. Bye.